If someone asked you, who's the greatest athlete of all time, who would you choose? Well, first of all, you know they'd have to be a Texan. But did you know the greatest athlete of all time was also a woman? Give up? Babe Didrikson Zaharias was the greatest athlete of all time. She excelled in more than 17 different sports, and the Associated Press named her Athlete of the Year 6 different times. In 1950, Babe was voted the greatest female athlete of the first half of the century. Babe said she knew before she was in her teens that she wanted to be the greatest athlete that ever lived. If she was going to play, she was going to win. Mildred Didrikson, formerly known as Babe Zaharias, was born June 26, 1911 in Port Arthur, Texas. Babe's family moved to Beaumont, Texas when she was 4. The home runs she knocked out of the park in the neighborhood baseball games gave her the nickname Babe after Babe Ruth. Babe played every sport available at her high school. At the time, women basketball players competed for local companies because there were no sponsors or laws to support women's sports. Babe was offered an office job at Employers Casualty Company in Dallas and the opportunity to play for a nationally known team, the Golden Cyclones. Babe quit her high school and won the national championship for the next 3 years. Babe was an All-Star American forward for 2 of those years. Babe later returned to her high school and graduated with her class. Babe shifted to track and field and asked her neighbors to cut their hedges the height of the Olympic hurdles. She started running through the neighborhood, jumping hedges, and practicing for the Olympic tryouts. In 1932, Babe entered the Amateur Athletics Union for the Olympics as a one-woman team and won the trophy all by herself. You heard that right. Babe competed against teams of as many as 22 women, all by herself, earning her spot in the Olympics. Babe was eligible for 5 events in the Olympics. However, women then were only allowed to compete in 3. At the Los Angeles Olympics, Babe won 2 gold medals in hurdles and javelin throw, and silver for high jump, where she tied for first, but judges ruled she dived over the bar. Babe set 4 world records that day. She started learning and perfecting her golf swing in 1931, and by 1935, she was on the professional circuit. Babe had a golf swing like no other. It was aggressive and strong. Babe competed in 7 PGA Tour events, where she's still the only woman to ever make the top 70 cut. Babe won 82 golf tournaments in her career, including 41 LPGA tournaments and 10 major championships. Babe met her husband, George Zaharias, while playing golf. He was a professional wrestler and part-time movie actor. He quit his career and became her manager. There were very few paying women's tournaments, so in 1950, Babe and 12 other professional women golfers founded the Ladies Professional Golf Association. The LPGA is one of the most prestigious women golf organizations in the world. Sadly, in 1953, Babe was diagnosed with colon cancer and doctors had to operate. Doctors said Babe would never play professional golf again. However, 4 months later, Babe was back to playing golf tournaments. In 1954, Babe won the U.S. Women's Open in 12 strikes, all while wearing a colostomy bag. She was amazing and so powerful. In 1956, Babe died at the age of 43 from her illness. When Babe passed away, she was still ranked the #1 female golfer in the world. Thanks to her contribution, little girls all around the world can play and succeed in whichever sport they wish. Want more Texas history? Like this video and subscribe. The Texas Center at Schreiner University.